Hey, welcome back to Black Light Garage. Today I want to show you an easy way and a cheap way to enlarge the valve release on your small block Ford. You know, because most aftermarket heads have 202 intake valves, and stock Ford pistons were never meant to clear 202 intake valves. A 194 is as big as they'll clear. And this is easy. Doesn't require anything really special. You ready? Come on, let's get into it. When I say you don't need anything special, you need a drill. No, we're not using carbide burrs. I've seen people do that, take a carbide burr and carve the top of the piston. That looks like a turd in a punch bowl. And if you slip, you're going to cut into the cylinder. This is the easy way. It won't slip. You know, the main thing is that it has 11/32 valves in the heads, which a lot of aftermarkets do. Some use 8mm, but a lot of them have 11/32 valves. Of course, we're talking about small block Fords. Now, to demonstrate this is that late model 351 Windsor roller motor that you see me tear down. I'm using this because I'm not going to use these pistons or anything, and it's going to go to the machine shop, so this won't hurt nothing. But a lot of people enlarge a valve release with the engine in the car. You know, they'll strip the heads off, and they'll sit here with a die grinder and a carbide burr and sit there and carve away at it. Because you can see right there is all the valve relief you've got on a Windsor. And you know, 302 actually has eyebrows, but they will not clear a 202 intake valve unless you have a cam with very little lift on it. So I've got this set up to show you how to do this. Now, what do you need? You need an intake valve for a Ford 460. It's 208, which you then epoxy a 36 grit Rollock disc onto. Yeah, this setup is like $10. Now, I want to use the stock 351 Windsor cylinder head to demonstrate this, but I mean, any head, as long as it has 11/32 valves, you know, or valve diameter, will work, whatever head that you're using, be it aftermarket or stock or whatever. Okay, now hold up. Now, if there's some of you out there that your heads use 8mm valve stems on the valves, this still works. Still the same process. You just get a valve with an 8mm stem instead of an 11/32 stem. That's still way cheaper than buying those specialized cutters, and still better than using a carbide burr on a Dremel or a die grinder. Now you see I've got the 460 valve slid up in there. Now I've got the cylinder head on here, and I did throw an old El Cheapo head gasket on it. So I'm just going to snug the head bolts down. Need to clean the threads on that one, I think. Alright, now let's get a drill. Now we've got the drill attached, and start turning it, and then just lower it down into the piston. You'll hear it start grinding. See? Now let's take the head back off and see where we're at. Now look at that. If you look, that is exactly in line with where that little relief was in the piston. So we still got a little ways to go. So we'll put the head back on and hit it once more. Now then, now look at that. We've got our valve relief now. Trying to get to focus there. That's a pretty good valve relief. Should I hit it one more time, you think? Which, I mean, I'm not going to use these. I'm just demonstrating to you how you can do it. Of course, you'll have to keep a vacuum cleaner handy and some compressed air from your air compressor, you know, blow the metal shavings and stuff out. I mean, I don't like doing this, okay? But I know a lot of people do. And this is just a safer way of doing it. I ain't gonna say cleaner because it's gonna make a mess no matter what. But at least you're not gonna slip and then put a big gouge in the cylinder itself. You can't this way. Of course, if you think you're done, you'll want to clay it or take your calipers and measure, you know, and get an idea of whether you need to take a little bit more off or if you're done. You know, either way works. Of course, if you don't want to use 36 grit, you can use 80 grit and make it a little smoother. It's a little slower process, but it'll be a little smoother cut. You know, it's whatever you want to do. I just don't like seeing them cut by hand with, you know, carbide burrs and stuff. That just looks horrible. And like I said, you're taking a big risk of cutting into your cylinder if you slip. I mean, really, who would have thought that it would have been this simple? Just to use a 460 valve with a roll-lock grinding disc on it. I mean, literally the valves are like $7 and a roll-lock disc. You know, they're actually just like $1 or $2. And that's it. Just glue it on here. It's that really that simple. So I hope this helps some of you. You know, somebody that need to enlarge your valve release, you know, because you got those new heads and big cam. You want to spice up your small block Ford. So, but I really do. I hope it's helped some of you. Hey, stop, hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment. I like talking to you guys. Sometimes it takes me a day or two to reply, but I always try to reply to you. But stay tuned. Me and the pups will be back with another one. And listen to more Goose Creek. See you. Hey, right fast, I got something extra for you. I was going through some old stuff the other day and I found this clip of another Mustang that I had, and we're going back when I was in my early 20s here. So I just wanted to share this all with you just to show you I'm not new to the Mustang world at all. I should have kept this car.